What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jones at 4K, bringing you guys another Forza Horizon 5 drift tune and build video. Then I did take a week off because I had, children graduations and stuff like that, but I am back with another video for you guys today. In today's video, we're going to be getting into the 2024 Chevy Corvette E-Ray. We're going to get into the build of this car, followed by the tune, and then we're going to take it out to the mountain drift zone to see if we can 3-star the zone and also put down 1,000,000 points. All right, guys, so before I dive into the build of this car and the tune of this car, I do want to give out a small disclaimer. I will say that when it comes to mid-engine and rear-engine cars, I don't have the most knowledge and I'm not the best tuner with that. So I just applied what I knew and I just went for it, okay? I made it feel like a drift car should feel to me and how it's comfortable to me. And I'm hoping that this build and this tune work for you guys. But diving into the build, for the motor swap, we didn't change the motor. We left the stock motor. We did swap the car from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive. We added twin turbos. And then we added the Sagala Designs wide body kit. Looks really good on this car. For the drivetrain, we have the 6-speed race transmission. We have the race driveline. And then we have the drift differential. For our platform and handling, we have the drift springs and dampers. We have a race front row bar, race rear row bar, race weight reduction, and the race chassis. For aero and appearance, we just went with the second choice on the wing. For tires and rims, for the tire compound, we have the Horizon Semi-Slicks. You could also use the standard Semi-Slicks or the Hot Wheel Semi-Slicks. They all have the same stats. For the front tire width, we left it stock at 275 in the front. For the rear tire width, we left it stock at 345 in the back because that is a big tire. For the rim size in the front, we left the stock at 20, and I'm pretty sure the rear is a 21-inch. Now for the rim choice, they are Specialized rims, and they are the Work Emotions D9Rs. And lastly, for the engine components, we have the race intake, stock fuel system, stock ignition, race valves, race camshaft, race exhaust, stock engine block, stock pistons and compression, race twin turbos, race flywheel, and then no intercooler. This car is making 1,236 horsepower, 1,010 foot-pounds of torque, and the car weighs about 3,042 pounds with a 43% weight distribution. Then jumping over into the tuning of the car. Now I know some of you guys are gonna say, "Hey, you put those parts on too fast," or you need to slow down when doing so. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. When I'm making these videos, I get a little antsy and I get a little nervous, and I haven't quite been able to calm myself down. So I'm gonna put the parts on the screen. I'm gonna put the parts on the screen as well. So if you guys just want to pause to do so, you can do so. I can't help it. Okay, it's a nerve thing for me, and I hope you guys are okay with that. But diving into the tune, for the tire pressure, we have 35 in the front, 22.5 in the rear. For the gear ratio, we have a 4.60 final drive, 2.46 first gear, 1.64 second gear, 1.25 third gear, 1.00 fourth gear, 0.88 fifth gear, 0.79 sixth gear. For the front camber, we have negative 5.0 degrees camber in the front. For the rear camber, we have positive 0.6 degrees. For our front toe, we have 0.2 degrees toe out. For our rear toe, we have negative 0.1 degrees toe in. And I debated about going no toe in the rear because that 345 is kind of thick and it's kind of grippy.
Nice.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. It's a big tire, and You add toe to add a little bit more grip, but that tire by itself, with the engine being the way it's just placed in this car, I mean, it's extremely grippy. For our front caster angle, we have 7 degrees. It's been a while since I've used 7 degrees of caster as well. For our front roll bars, we have 24 in the front, 17 in the rear. For our springs, we have a 672 pound spring in the front and then a 560 pound spring in the rear. For our ride height, we are 4.4 in the front and then 4.5 in the rear. Now, I know here lately I've been picking my cars up some, and that's only because I need the suspension to travel some. Like slamming the cars down, like that's perfectly fine, you know, but you want to make sure your suspension has a little bit of travel. Like obviously, you know, getting a lower center of gravity is always a good idea, but you want to make sure that your suspension's, your car's not sitting too low, that your suspension is really not doing anything for you. For the rebound stiffness, we have 13 in the front, 9.1 in the rear. And then for our bump stiffness, we have 4.2 in the front, 3.0 in the rear. For our aerodynamics, we have 221 in the front, 373 in the rear. I took it down as light as I can go. For our brake balance, we have 85%. And then for our brake pressure, we have 60%. And then lastly, for our differential, we have 100% acceleration with 100% deceleration, giving this car a lock differential. That was our build, and this is our tune, guys. Let's take it out to the mountain. All right, guys, we done made it to the top of the mountain at the beginning of the drift zone. Let's get these tires warmed up and let's send it downhill. Listen, guys, if you guys do not have this Corvette, do not go to the auction house and get bribed out of buying this car for millions of dollars. You can go to the regular car shop and buy this car, okay? Do not spend millions of dollars buying this car. Just go to the regular car shop and buy it. I promise you, it's worth it. It's worth it to buy it from the regular car shop. Don't go to the auction house and get robbed, because you will. Because at one point in time, they was crashing the market with these cars. These cars are available at a regular auto show. So if you need the car, you ain't gotta do no events, none of that. Just go get it from the auto show. I'm not gonna lie, driving this car in the rain actually feels way better. Cause this thing it's kind of grippy. You guys will see if you guys download this car. It's kind of grippy in the dry. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely kind of grippy. But I mean, other than that, other than the car feeling grippy, which I mean, it has a 345 out back. This car drives phenomenal. It's not bad at all. It the engine placement throws me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The engine placement makes the car extremely grippy, especially with the tire size it has. But it's a fun car to drive. I mean, it's a Corvette. I wish a Horizon or Forza in general will let us downsize the tire. So if I can get this on a smaller tire, man, this thing would shred. I mean, it shreds with the big tire, but man, put it on a smaller tire, make it feel a little bit more nimble, man. I know it'd be great, 100%. But it's a driver, man. It absolutely is. It definitely handles a lot better than what I thought. Like I really struggle building this car because of the engine placement. It's not really my forte, to be honest. But you know what I mean? Like I like the Corvettes, and I had to branch out and do something else. As you see, we're starting to dry up now, so that fifth gear is starting to feel a little different. It's definitely starting to grip up a little bit different here. But I mean, the car sits, it plants, it handles. I mean, it gets the angle pretty decently. It holds the angle pretty decently. And I ain't gotta tell you guys that it's fast. I mean, this is a lot of car. I mean, it drives actually phenomenal now. I've done a few runs, and I mean, I've been able to get a million points plus down here every time. I've never failed it with this car. But it was 1,041,000. This car is just crazy. Like I really wish that I could get this car. Like I really wish that I can get this car on a smaller tire. I would love to get a Corvette on a smaller tire, because Corvettes, man, I don't know if you guys have driven one. I mean, not even just in Horizon, but just like in Forza or just in general, man. They just, I don't know, man. Corvettes are just like, they're just so nice. Like absolutely, I mean, absolutely nice, man. Super nice. Oh, I already got a photo of this car. That works. But guys, listen, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything that I can do in the video, you know what I mean, I'm open to all constructive criticism. If you're gonna troll yourself. I don't care. But if you know you have any advice or any suggestion, anything like that, yeah, I mean, hit me up. You know, I'm always open ears. I'm always down to try something differently. I built this car, man, and I like it. I really like it. Those wheels, I really like those wheels. I'm becoming a fan of those wheels. But like I said, guys, that is gonna be it for me. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel as we continue to go. We're working hard to get our YouTube partnership back, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.